Welcome to the Hidden Magnet Club, where attraction meets intelligence and chasing becomes obsolete. Human nature is like water. It adapts to the shape of its container. Wallace Stevens. Once you learn how to shape perception, you won't need to pursue. They'll pursue you, like you're the last phone charger at Coachella. This is your introduction to dark psychology techniques that create obsession without desperation. Use these ethically. They're tools to enhance connection, not to control it. 1. Use scarcity to create desire. We're wired to want what feels limited. If you're always around, replying instantly, free whenever, you become emotional fast food, always available, rarely craved. But if you're pursuing purpose, locked into your goals, and not easily accessible, suddenly your time feels exclusive, like a VIP wristband. You're not being cold, you're just focused. When you do show up, you show up with depth, attention, and presence. Then you disappear back into your world where you're doing big things. That contrast creates urgency, anticipation, and magnetic tension. Remember, even Velcro knows when to let go. 2. Start small, then go big. This is the foot in the door technique, backed by behavioral psychology. Get someone to say yes to a small ask, and they're more likely to agree to a bigger one later. Do you like live music? Small ask. Want to hit up this rooftop show? Bigger ask. It's not manipulation, it's momentum. Each yes builds a pattern. People like to stay consistent with their previous behavior. This works in emotional conversations too. Open with light, low-stakes topics, then build into vulnerability and attraction. Just don't go from pass the salt to adopt a child with me. 4. Become mysterious. Mystery is tension. Tension is attraction. Oversharing makes you predictable, and predictable is boring. Instead, reveal layers, slowly, intentionally. Let her wonder what's behind the curtain. You're not hiding, you're pacing. Think, James Bond, Batman. They don't announce their entire backstory on date 1. They show up, impress, then vanish, with just enough intrigue to leave her curious. You're not a LinkedIn profile, you're a storyline. 4. Master the push-pull technique. Here's where attraction becomes a dance. You lean in, she feels seen. You lean back, she feels the space. That rhythm keeps her engaged. This technique creates emotional gravity. But it's not a game, it's natural polarity. You're not disappearing, you're just not over-investing, because you have a life, a mission, and boundaries. Push, connection. Pull, independence. Repeat, obsession. Ready to turn tension into connection? Then you're already halfway there. Hit subscribe to join the Hidden Magnet Club and prepare for Part 2, where we take attraction to the next level. Part 2. Deep Influence and Obsession Triggers. Techniques 5 through 7, Sealing the Emotional Bond. Welcome back to the Hidden Magnet Club, where attraction isn't about chasing, it's about alignment, tension, and magnetism. In Part 1, you learned how to set the stage: scarcity, mystery, subtle momentum. Now, let's go deeper. These next 3 techniques use behavioral science and emotional intelligence to build lasting attraction without manipulation. 5. Create a triangle of desire. When others want you, so does she. This is called social proof. It's primal, tribal, evolutionary. If other women admire you, her brain lights up with interest. She doesn't need to see you flirting. She just needs to see that you're admired, respected, desired. Have social presence. Be around high-value people. Let it be known that you're in demand, but selective. Nobody lines up for an empty restaurant, but a packed venue, that's worth checking out. This triggers competitive curiosity without you having to say a word. 6. Make her feel like she's the only one. While others admire you, she should feel chosen. This is the paradox of attraction. Be desirable to many, but devoted to the one who earns it. When you're with her, be present. Be intentional. Be attuned. Reference something she said 2 dates ago. Notice the small details. Make her feel like she's the main character in your story, not a passing cameo. This doesn't require fancy words, just authentic attention. In a world of distraction, presence is power. 7. Use mirroring and matching. Mirroring is a psychological rapport builder. It creates unconscious alignment and emotional safety. When she leans in, mirror the posture. When she slows her speech, match the rhythm. When she's playful, mirror that energy. This says, I get you, I feel you, we're in sync. But do it subtly. You're not impersonating, you're syncing. Be the mirror, not the parrot. Done right, it forges closeness faster than small talk ever could. Comfort equals chemistry. Chemistry equals connection. Target magnet mindset. These aren't magic spells. They're emotional triggers, behavioral truths, and tools for influence. The most magnetic men don't fake confidence. They live with clarity, presence, and purpose. They don't manipulate, they attract, because they've built themselves into something worth desiring. You don't chase, you draw in. And if you're ready to join the ranks of men who attract effortlessly, who know their worth and don't apologize for it, lock the door. Join the Hidden Magnet Club, where we teach real men how to command attention without desperation, build attraction without manipulation, cultivate emotional power and social magnetism. This is your invitation. Hit that button. Join the mission. Because when you're the magnet, you don't chase.